We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them. At the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. This is ahead for about 5. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to throw Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman, and that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, 43.
2nd and 13. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch is made. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Chiefs in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
3rd and long for him here. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, red win.
Now it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Track at 60. Ready. 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up a throw. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Come on. Set go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Yellow. Hey, red win. Yellow. Hey, color.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Mahomes finds his man Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the first down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow the lead now to 22 points. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. Wow, wide open here, complete. Running down the left side. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. It's Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Attack.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Attack.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie out of UCLA has it. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. So no return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense.
Attack, attack. Hey, 43, 43, 6 hit, attack.
Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Slot man motioned over. Another throw for Mahomes. That finds Hunt complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Again, Mahomes to throw. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch the lead to 23. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw on 3rd down. He's got a man left. The ball is loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Simple dive up the middle. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Come on, set.
Pass play now. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. They've got first down from the 31. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Hits his running back. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And they pick him off again. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's out of bounds at the 16. Going to be a long field ahead for them on this possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Flushed out of the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to hit his fullback there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Throw left side, complete. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Go.
They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Ready. Take off.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Check that. Let's go now.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Rocco 80. Set. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have the first down and even more. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's brought down Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.